Yo, what's good, everybody? It is your boy Jayy Braxx, and I'm here with another video, man. Really just want to take a few seconds to tell you guys real quick, make sure you're liking, subscribing. Make sure you're subscribed first and foremost before we get started. But you got to ask yourself, are you working smart or are you working hard? Right? Like, you got to ask yourself, are you working smart or are you working hard? You can work smart and you can work hard. But a lot of people, you know, they're just working hard. They're not working smart at all. They're not working smart at all, bro. You wonder why you're not exactly where you want to be at, and you're not working hard and you're not working smart. Some people are just plain lazy, right? But, you know, they tell you that you got to be the hardest worker in the room. They paint it to be like that. Like, you've been told to, you know, work hard your whole life, hustle, 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 grind, 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 outwork the competition. But here's the problem. Hard work alone doesn't always guarantee success. Hard work alone ain't always going to guarantee success. That's the reality of it. You know, like, you could be the person that works the hardest in the room at the wrong thing. So you're putting in all this work, but it's really towards the wrong thing. So if really hard work was all it ever took, I mean, wouldn't every construction worker and janitor and, you know, person that works and busts their ass every day, wouldn't they be a millionaire already? You know, the truth is, and I'm not bashing any of those guys because those jobs are important, but, like, the truth is, hard work only pays off when it's focused on the right things. So are you working hard or are you working smart? You got to ask yourself, like, am I working hard or am I working smart? Really look at what you're doing right now, you know, and ask yourself, am I working hard or am I working smart? So, you know, and it depends on where you're at in your life too, because, you know, on one side, you could be, you know, working super long hours and, you know, staying up all night, every night, trying to make ends meet, you know, and then, or you could be the guy that goes to bed at a decent time, and prior to going to bed, you planned out the day to make sure you can succeed a lot faster. So working hard, you know, typically when you're working hard, that means, like, we're putting in long hours, brute force. We're just going to work. We're doing everything manually. You know, a guy might be lifting weights, right, with bad form for years and not seeing results. Meanwhile, there's another guy in the gym who's been training properly. He got a coach even, and he's putting in strategic effort. Right, so he's working smart, efficiently. You know, he's putting in automation. Right, so this might be a guy that's, like, following a gym instructor's training plan on how to actually get fit. Right, and tracking progress and macroing it out, making sure their macros are synchronized. Right, and they're getting ripped in half the time. People are, oh, well, there's no way he did that quickly, right? Because it becomes so great that people don't even think that it's possible. So hard work makes you sweat, but smart work makes you have some progress, right? So people wonder, like, how do you even work smart in the first place? How do you work smart in the first place? Like, I'm doing everything that it takes to be great. I'm working hard, but how do I work smart? You got to literally prioritize the high value task. You got to do revenue generating activity. Because not all work is created equal. You know, in business, I can make 3 phone calls and book all 3 appointments, or you can sit around and make 30 calls and book no appointments. You know, answering emails for 3 hours, it might feel like it's a good idea, but is that really actually moving the needle forward? Or is that helping you get to where you want to go? Like, you know, it's crazy to think about this, but think about this. There's urgent versus important, right? And we're going to eliminate tasks, and we're going to delegate, automate, and put in and worry about automating low value work, right? So try to delegate things, man. Don't just do everything yourself and put brute force in everything. Use systems, not willpower, right? Because motivation is going to fade away. You're not going to feel like it all the time. You don't always feel like making the phone calls. You don't always feel like hitting the gym and tracking your macros. So, but if you have everything automated in a way where you're building habits and routines, it makes the success easier and it makes it automatic. You know, a tool for this might be blocking out time, you know, to schedule deep work. You know, get all the deep work in first and then do your distraction work later, right? The things you know that are going to distract you. So leverage automation and AI and delegation now, man. We got so much technology. Like, why are we not using it? Use your brain. Don't work too hard. Don't, like, when there's something that could be done for you or done with you or help you out, like, the rich don't get rich by doing everything themselves. They find ways to automate and delegate. They hire people to do things for them and do the busy work that they don't feel like doing. They're spending their money to make more money to work for them, because you're either going to spend your time or you're going to spend your money to do things, right? So there's apps like Notion, you know, there's virtual assistants out there that you can use, right? But like, you got to track and improve your efficiency too. You can't just be doing things and spinning your wheels and expecting things to just magically fall out of the sky and be better. You know, you got to figure out what's getting better. And if you're not tracking, you're basically wasting your time. You know, progress or results, you know, you're just guessing if you're not looking at what those are on a daily basis. You know, you got to toggle your time and track where you're at with things. You know, there's a lot of different apps out there that you can use to track your time and what you're spending your time on. Even Apple has it. You know, you can go on the app, go into your app. I don't know what the app is called, but it basically checks the times that you're spending on each app and what you're doing, like how long you're spending on these apps on a weekly, daily basis, right? So listen, guys, hard work, I'm telling you, hard work is great, but smart work is what actually gets you the results. You got to work hard and you got to work smart. The smartest men combine working hard and working smart at the same time. They're not waiting around and, you know, just working hard. They're doing both. They're working smart and they're working hard. And nothing in their time is being wasted. Like, they're spending their time properly. So here's what I would tell you guys to do. Find one thing that you can do today that you can eliminate or automate or delegate, right? And then take that action and basically give it to somebody else to do. You know, take action on moving things forward, bro. Like, take action, move the needle, start doing the things that you know are going to get you results faster. Even if you don't feel like it, you have to. If you want to do it, if you want to keep doing the same things over and over again forever, be my guest. But you're going to have to learn how to work hard and work smart, making your money work for you, not you work for your money. Because success isn't always about grinding endlessly until your hands fall off. It's about making every action count and making the smart moves the best moves and making your next move the best move, right? So guys, if you found value in this video and you thought that this was something that, you know, you could see yourself sharing to a friend, or you like this video or this type of content, do me a favor, because this video came to you. So do me a favor, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, drop a comment on what you guys think about this video and what I can do to make the next video even better for you. You know, ask me some questions in the comment. What kind of videos do y'all want to see me talking about, man? Because I want to make content that's building and helping you guys. You know, so drop a comment. Make sure you like. Make sure you subscribe. And let's get it, man. Hope everybody has a positive day. You know, and, you know, just making sure that you guys understand something. I'm here for you, man. I want y'all to win. It's your boy, Jayy Braxx. I'm out.